connection too when I start up on one app, not the other. It's always weird. But anyway, good morning. Look, a couple of people already here on one of our social media apps. Good morning, Black Cat. Nice to see you here. Really good session today. Yesterday, I definitely veered off course, got a little personal with some of the things I'm seeing and hearing and feeling in the world. It wasn't aggressive, it wasn't bad or anything. It just went off course yesterday. But I do promise today I will stay on track with our conversation this morning. And it is a good conversation this morning. Blessings to you, my friend. And this topic today, we're going to be talking about breath work. I'm going to give you a breath work exercise. Good morning, Jill. And I promise you, this is a simple exercise, incredibly effective, and in just a moment we'll get into why breath work and all of these things. I just do want to give some people the opportunity to participate live. Instagram's already doing all right there. I see TikTok is struggling this morning, but that's okay. All of these videos, as I've been saying, are available immediately when we're done here on all of my social media apps, with the exception of TikTok. I can't repost these afterwards on TikTok because they're over 10 minutes. So I do put the replay up on IG and Facebook and YouTube. So if you miss it, if you miss anything, or you want to share it or rewatch it, it is available immediately afterwards. And as I was just saying, look, we are going over a whole bunch of things. This is day 12. We've been covering a lot of ground over the last 2 weeks. We'll definitely come back and revisit things and stuff like that, especially on the Friday wrap up. But today is the first time we're really bringing the concept of breath work into this. And the reason is because breath work is, I would almost say, the most important aspect in regulating our emotions and our physical state. And the reason is because, the breath truly is that bridge between mind, body, and spirit. And what I mean is, when we become emotional, when something happens, whether it's joy or sadness or fear or excitement, the breath, the heart rate, the blood flow, those are the first things to change. And you'll notice when you're in a stressful situation, you start breathing heavier, you start sweating. This is all because your body's system is just going out of whack. It's losing control because the emotional state you're experiencing is now taking control. And in many cases, thank you so much for the heart this morning. And in many cases, those emotions run out of control. They feed and fuel thoughts, and we are just lost and gone. And this is like our everyday life. So when we can get control, excuse me, I still got this cold. I'm just getting over this cold from my daughter after having a pneumonia in December. Last thing I needed right now. A little congested, and it's just kind of annoying. And I didn't bring something to drink with me downstairs, which is just going to be wonderful in about 15 minutes. So, and I can feel my breath going someplace. But anyway, when we can get control, when we can have the awareness of our breath, that it's moving out of sync, it's moving out of alignment, we're losing control. When we can regain control of our body by way of breath, we really are helping mind, body, and spirit as a whole, the Holy Trinity, right? Now, our nervous system generally is just kind of chaotic. We're fluctuating in and out of these emotions. So another thing, by incorporating and practicing breath work on a daily basis, you can help recondition your nervous system. It's reducing stress, and it enhances calmness. When you're in a stressful situation and it ends, we have that sigh of relief. Our body just naturally goes, right? You just let go of that tension and that anxiety. Well, why do we have to wait for some subconscious power to take control over our ego to do that? If we have the training, the tools, the conditioning, and the awareness of these fluctuations in our emotions, we can initiate those changes. And I do it all the time. I stop and I say it to you often. Just take in that big breath and let out that sigh of relief. Do it right now. Take a big breath in and watch. It feels good. Why wait for me to tell you to do that? So we can practice breath work throughout our day in our daily discipline. And as I said, this helps regulate our blood flow. It helps our heart rate. It helps the oxygen we're bringing into the body. It helps our stress levels. It enhances calmness and it enhances clarity, because when we are breathing in oxygen and more oxygen is flowing through our body, within our blood, what happens when it gets to our brain? My whole third eye technique, how I wake up and open up your pineal gland instantaneously, is based on oxygenated blood going into the pineal gland. Now, breath work, when you're practicing breath work, people who have had their eyes closed have had visions. They've seen things and traveled. And again, because as you're breathing in, the oxygen is flowing through your blood, it's waking up dormant parts of your body, and you are resonating in a beautiful, beautiful energy. And it's immediate. Practicing breath work has immediate benefits for your heart rate and blood pressure. My blood pressure, since I had the pneumonia in December, has gone through the roof. I went AFib, my valves were freaking out, so I'm on blood pressure medicine temporarily because I'm going to get control of it. But your blood pressure and your heart rate, I mean, I'm only saying those two things, but there are so many things that immediately get benefit from practicing breath work, from taking conscious awareness and breathing with it, my friends. And we're going to get into that in a minute. Today's not going to be long. I don't want to hold you guys up for an hour anymore during the morning. You have a whole life to live. We can have these conversations, question answered, and a powerful meditation all within about 40 minutes. And that's what I really hope to do with you here, my friends. So, and just look at my notes down here. So yeah, I mean, there really is, this is one of the most important things, like meditation, and that's why they go hand in hand, that you can incorporate into your life. It's going to have so many physical benefits. It's going to have so many health benefits. It's going to have so many mental benefits. It's going to have so many energetic benefits that it is truly going to be one of those things that enhance your life. And if you want proof, here's proof. If you practice and get control of your breath work, you are gaining new abilities. If you don't, you're not. It's that simple. Stand still or take steps forward. That's the choice you have. And I get very frustrated, you know, when we're on social media, because so many of you just get complacent. You go online, you sit down, and you watch these people doing their wonderful things online that really ultimately isn't really doing anything except providing you some nice, peaceful relaxation. And maybe that's all you needed, but I'm willing to bet there's more that needs work in there. So by spending the time showing yourself that self-care, being mindful, practicing meditation, incorporating some breath work, you are absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, undeniably, physically, spiritually, and scientifically bettering your life. So why not do it, right? Okay, good. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting, that I haven't had anything to drink. So, and I cannot believe I did that, and I apologize for that if I just really just sound like I need something to drink. But breath work, what we're going to do today is called 4-4-8. It's a very simple technique, and it's a very powerful technique, and it has amazing benefits. Focused, increase your, it helps increase your focus, right? It's going to bring you more energy because we're bringing in oxygenated blood, and on that spiritual, mental level, it's going to help. It's going to have, you know, balanced emotions, because you're going to be what, my friend? What's the key word? Here. You're going to be present, because that's the other beautiful thing about this. When you're practicing the breath work, when you're doing the count and you're drawing in the breath, you're what? You're not lost in thoughts or emotions. You're here presently without the distraction of thoughts, images, what ifs, hypothetical situations, expectations, ultimatums, wills and opinions, and others' perspectives. You're here. You're just blank. And that's a beautiful thing. So many people are afraid to just like obliviously be here. But why not? It is better than being here, lost and stuck and living and existing in a cyclone, a literal tornado of thoughts and emotions that does not stop. You open your eyes and thank you so much for the heart on the head today. That's awesome. And thank you for all the hearts on TikTok this morning. But we exist in this hurricane, this tornado of thoughts and emotion. And people go, I sit there and say sometimes, you'd be better off staring at the wall and drooling on yourself than taking part. And they're like, whoa, well, no, you wouldn't. Of course you would. It feels amazing. And you're, again, just like that sigh of relief, I said sometimes your subconscious, the higher awareness, whatever we want to call it today, kicks in and we take that just natural sigh of relief that we're not doing, it's just happening to relax us. Daydreaming is the same thing. Daydreaming is the same thing. When you all of a sudden drift off and you're like this, and you're just daydreaming, that is natural meditation. That is something beyond the conscious mind kicking in and going, you need a moment of disconnect. And all of a sudden you're staring out the window, you're looking at that leaf, and now you're kind of looking at the leaf, through the leaf, beyond the leaf. You're not thinking about yesterday or him or her, you're just here. And in that moment of oblivion, that oblivious nature, it is blissful. It is peaceful. What is that? Somebody just sent me some gift. I have no idea what that is. I don't know what that is, but thank you so much. What is it? A bracelet. You sent me a bracelet. Thank you so much. Another one, a bracelet. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm honored. But I mean, think about that. I almost lost my train of thought right now. But anyway, let me just pull away from this. All right. So we know now. I've said enough. We know now that there are things we can do to benefit our life, to take us away from being these emotional maniacs. And like I said, that state, when we're daydreaming and we're in that blissful, oblivious state, even though you're not thinking of anything in that moment, everything seems crystal clear, right? And you don't have to wait again for your subconscious mind, the higher awareness, to kick in and take over. You can practice these things. I do it all the time. You mindfully stare out the window, even right now in your room. Find an object in your room. I don't want to veer off course again, but find an object in your room. I'm going to stare at the pen. I have a pen on my little table. Now, don't stare focused specifically on the object. See the object of your focus, but allow your vision to just extend beyond that. Don't say what it is. Don't acknowledge the things you see around. Almost begin to let your gaze just go through it. You're staring through it. Let's shut up a second and just stare for a moment. You see, you can observe without label. You can observe without story. You can observe without emotion and thought. If you have the awareness here and the intention to do it, you can do it. You are incredibly powerful. And the problem, the biggest problem most of you have in your life is you don't have faith in yourself. You don't believe in yourself enough to where you can overcome these things. And I'm here to slap that shit out of you, okay? All right, so what I was just saying before is let's practice this for a second. So we're gonna breathe in for 4 seconds. Now, you wanna breathe in through your nose, you wanna hold, and then you wanna exhale through your nose or your mouth, whatever's comfortable for you. Generally, I like to cycle through the nose. It really gets a good process and filtering. But if you're congested, which I am, I will definitely be mixing it up a little bit. So really whatever's comfortable for you. People have deviated septums. I've broken my nose I stopped counting it like 9 times between boxing and drumming and just martial arts. I mean, here, look at this for a second. I'll show you, look at my face straight on. My nose is big time crooked. And if we ever meet and you take your fingers like this, you'll feel if you run down how the bone just shifts. So this side of my nose is very hard to breathe. Like a boxer, I can push it all the way there, but not that way. Weird, see? Because it's put my hand up, Jay. Anyway, long story short, we're gonna breathe in for 4. We're gonna hold for 4 seconds in between the breath. This is not a state of tension. You're not holding your breath. If you breathe in and relax into that breath, it is existence without effort. You're just here, not breathing. And then we're going to exhale for 8. You're gonna fully let all that air out. So here we go. Let me demonstrate this for you as best as I can. Thank you, Jana, for the cold, my little bagoogie. I love you. So here we go. So it's in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, 2, 3, 4, out, hold, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, you can let go of that now. We don't have to practice that now. I'm giving you the technique to incorporate into your daily practice. And it's simple. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. If you want to slow the count down, that's fine. If you feel it's too slow for you, adjust the rate and tempo for your comfort level, okay? This is not about doing it in some strict verbatim way that I say. You have to adapt these things and modify them to fit your comfort level. So 4 counts in, holding for 4, and out for 8. Let's do it again a couple of times, okay? 1 second. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. In, hold, out. One more. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let go. Now, I am counting a little fast. When I personally do this, I don't even really count anymore. Honestly, you just kind of know the rhythm after a while, and the same thing's gonna happen to you. You're gonna keep doing it, and all of a sudden, you're just gonna let go of the count, and you're gonna sit. And this is so good on a plethora of levels. I don't even have enough words in my head to describe the benefits. But as I said, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, heart rate, blood rate, clarity, calmness, third eye, your physical body, just incredible, and mindfulness here in the present moment. You can't be anywhere else when you are focusing on the breath and counting the breath. You're just here, man. You're not in thought. And when you finish your session, right, do this for a few minutes. I would say, maybe 30 breaths. That would be 30 cycles, which would be really good. All right. Or you could just set a timer and do it for a few minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever you're comfortable with. Again, in the beginning, whatever you can do is better than not doing. But really, it's the most amazing thing, because when you're done, and you'll see in a moment when we do our meditation, when you're done, you're here, but you're not here, you're here. That beautiful awareness, not the present thoughts and the conscious mind and the ego, that other thing that's speaking to you inside constantly. That thing is what's here. We get to interact and react from the higher awareness, from that place of calmness, clarity, and absolute just beautiful stillness, okay? So 4 in, hold for 4, out for 8. Just practice it, my friend. Take it with you each day, okay? You can do this in the car, in the bathroom, in the bed, in the office. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. So, God, I wish I bought something to drink downstairs today. That's so bad. And I know I can just go, hey, I'll be right back, but I'm not wasting your time like that. So for today's meditation, we're going to incorporate breathing, but we're going to be simple. We don't have to do the 4-4-8. We're going to do more it's like a box breath. We're just going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. Very easy. But we will, in the meditation, a little bit of a slower rate. It's going to be like in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I was a music teacher. I taught on Drumeo for over 5 years as a drum teacher and drum life coach. Anyway, so let's get into it. And we're going to also today do something incredibly powerful. I would like to incorporate one of the most powerful things we can do in meditation. So let me have you say it for a second. So for the past 11 days, we've done varying, just spontaneously type of meditations based on the conversation. But as a meditation teacher, a certified meditation teacher, there are very specific things that I do want to teach you within meditation. And one of the most powerful things is mantras, not affirmations. An affirmation is something you would do technically outside of meditation. I am strong, I am confident, things on your vision board, right? Statements of affirmation. A mantra is something you're repeating. You can repeat it just in like, I am healthy, I am abundant, things like that. Or in melody, you'll hear in some like Vedic traditions and stuff, they're almost singing. It's in a rhythm, right? I'm not going to do any of that with you. But what we are going today is incorporate a mantra into our meditation. And the reason I said we're not going to do any of that is I'm not a fan of the whole, you must learn my cultural aspects or my entire spirituality to access these tools and techniques. That's not fair. No culture, no religion owns breathing or meditation or stretching. So even though I am well versed in everything I need to know to teach the cultural aspects, I like to teach my meditation and mindfulness for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, or what your beliefs are. Okay, so that's why I try to avoid chakra, and I'll use a word like sensor, because that's all it is. Internal senses, sensors that alert our senses. So anyway, with this repetitive mantra, okay, is powerful. And what we're going to do today, our mantra is going to be, I am healed, I am healthy, I am abundantly blessed. I am healed, I am healthy, I am abundantly blessed. And the beautiful thing is, in this meditation, you are going to be able to apply that mantra to those areas of your life. But the reason the mantra, the repetitive phrase is so important is because it's conditioning your mind, it's helping to assist self-belief, it's altering our perspective, and it is affirming, like an affirmation, who, what we are, and what we are manifesting. And again, mindfulness. It brings you here in the present moment. You'll wander off in thought less. You'll think about things less when you have that repetitive phrase going on in your mind and you're focusing on your breathing. So this gets very powerful. It can get very intense inside. As I said, you're going to be bringing forth the things you need to work on, the things you need to heal. You're going to be envisioning your abundantly blessed life. If it at all becomes too much for you, if you're getting lost in emotion and you can't control yourself, you have options. Here's what you can do. Sometimes we get overwhelmed in meditation, and one of the things you can do is stop. If you get to a point where you don't feel comfortable and meditation is triggering things in you and those emotions are getting the best of you, you can always stop and come back to it later. Absolutely. And it's perfectly okay. It's not failing meditation. It's actually excellent because you're getting to have the awareness of where these issues really are. So never beat yourself up about it. Another thing you can do if you're getting lost in that emotion or swept away, is you can just drag your finger across the palm of your hand. Do that. Drag your fingernail across the palm of your hand. You feel that it's abrasive, it's there, and it's still there. So that feeling, that sensation, that action helps bring you out of that emotional state. You're just lightly dragging across. And you have the option of focusing, bringing your attention to a sensation in the body. There's always a sensation in the body. My mouth is dry, you have taste, you can feel your body, your muscles, aches, your stomach growling. There's always a sensation. So if meditation is getting overwhelming for you, you can stop, drag your finger, or focus on a sensation until you feel calm, and then come back to the technique. Okay, my friend? You are not held to any obligation, okay? So, with that being said, please find a comfortable seated position and begin on your own. As you're getting into a comfortable position, notice if there are any tensions in the body, the eyes, the temples, the ears, the skin on the crown and the forehead. Just relax those areas. Adjusting your body, fidgeting, all that is good. You're relaxing your body, your shoulders. You're getting into a nice, comfortable position. Really good. Now, as you're sitting here with me, keeping your eyes closed, bring your attention, your awareness, to the natural rhythm of your breath. And we will get to questions right at the end of meditation, I promise. So find your natural rhythm. Sit, relaxed, breathing natural. Your awareness is on the breath. Simply close your eyes, my friend. Just notice that shift into your stillness, that slight feeling of disconnect when we close our eyes. Take a moment. Sit and feel this moment. We are just simply bringing our attention to the natural rhythm and flow of our breath. If there are sounds around you, let there be sounds. If there are sensations in the body, let them be. Even if your mind wanders off into thought, it's okay. No judgments, no expectations. Simply bring your awareness back to the natural breath. Breathe. Breathe with your awareness. Beginning with me into the center of the chest, we're going to take a breath in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, release for 4 seconds. Breathe in for 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. On your own, in. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, hold, out. Breathe in. Continue this cycle of breath on your own, breathing in for 4, holding for 4, and exhaling for 4. As you take these breaths, breathing in beautiful oxygen, letting it rest into the body, and exhaling out any existing tension and stress, we cycle in that beautiful breath in. Let it flow and rest into the body, and out any smallest tension still in the body. Breathe. As you take these breaths, begin with each cycle of breath to repeat these words in your mind. I am healthy. I am healed. I am abundantly blessed. I am healed. I am healthy. I am abundantly blessed. In, I am healed. I am healthy. I am abundantly blessed. Out, on your own, repeating the mantra. In with the breath, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, I am healed. I am healthy. I am abundantly blessed. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, I am healed. I am healthy. I am abundantly blessed. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. Continue on your own. Gently let go of the mantra. Let go of controlling the breath. Just take a moment. Slowly and peacefully let your natural breath come back. Let your body relax. Bring your awareness within. Feel that centered calmness. No want, no need, no expectation. Just simply being in this moment. Gently draw a deep breath into the center of the chest. Center and bring the spine into an upright position. Exhale. Breathe in. Gently wiggle the toes and fingers. One more good breath in. Keeping the eyes closed, relaxing the body. Exhale. And please take a minute or two on your own. Sit in silence. And when you are ready, when you're comfortable, slowly open your eyes. is still here. I remembered again, I didn't put it on Do Not Disturb. Always dangerous to do because it can mess everything up. But nice and calm and peaceful, and here you are with me. Simple, and think about that. If you think to yourself, what did I think about for the last few minutes that we were doing that? Probably not too much. You're focusing on your breath, you're focusing on the count, you're mindful, you're breathing. I mean, it's so incredibly powerful and so good. And look, in this short time together, we were able to do that here today. And we're here every single day to have sessions like this that bring us more of this calmness and this ability to be here in the present moment and react and interact from this beautiful place from within, the place we are trying to get to constantly by seeking in the exterior world. I know I'm in the exterior world, but I'm helping you find your way within. And for those of you who are there, who know how to get within, who are good with meditation, this is great to do with us. Because also, what are we doing? We're forming community. We're taking kindness and compassion and the desire to better our own lives and be a part of something bigger. And we take that energy not only with us, but we get to share it with everyone around us. Ripples in the pond, my friend, the collective and beyond. Everything we project, everything we think and feel and put out there is felt by you, me, and everything in between and everything beyond. And most importantly, the one that gifted us this entire existence in the first place. So thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you, Jill. You are welcome. And thank you for the hearts. Hello, good morning. What is that? What do you think of competition, whether it be sports or academics? Most people desire. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know why I read that to myself. What do I think of competition, whether it be sport or academic, etc.? Why do most people desire to win? Because we've been conditioned to win, because we know the one who dies with the most toys wins. The one who has the most money is in most control and in most power. And we look at that within our friends and our social frame and our families. We think if we have more, if we're better, if we constantly keep winning and excelling and exceeding expectations, we're doing or becoming something better. And it's not necessarily the case. Now, I don't have a problem with competition in the sense of sports. I used to box. I've done martial arts for years. I'm a musician. I'm a drummer. It's very competitive. I don't look at other people with jealousy and bitterness. I don't see somebody who's better than me and have that jealousy or resentment. I love it. I'm like, holy shit, look at that. That's incredible. So, to have that competitive nature, to become a better version of yourself, okay. Sports competition, okay. But when we start to let that competitive edge really define and dictate who we are and how we treat other people, we've crossed a line. We've lost a sense of, I was going to say humanity, but we've lost a sense of our light, and we've become more human, to be completely honest. But I don't really have a problem with competition. I don't mind sports and stuff. I just think people personally get way too carried away with it. I used to manage a sports bar for Connecticut's largest sports bar. I was there for, 10, 12 years, whatever, and it ruined football for me. Football Sunday, they would broadcast every game on like 40 TVs, and you'd literally have hundreds of people in the bar, groups at all these TVs, screaming, fighting, arguing, and just, I used to say, like, do they think if the team is win, they're coming to their house for dinner? It's just insane. So what we become because of these things, like you said, why does everybody want to win? That's just that greedy, misguided, lost perspective. That perspective that just wants everything and wants control, or wants the recognition or ego that it's better or above everybody else. I don't give a stuff. I don't care about that stuff. I don't need to be above anybody else. I'm no different than anybody else. To be completely honest, I believe we are all one and the same, one within one. I believe there is only one true awareness, and it has gifted us these individual awarenesses so it can feel and experience and not be alone. So we can go on and evolve and create realities and worlds and things of our own. So I believe that we really are just something that is inspired originally by that awe-inspiring desire to love and experience with excitement, but somehow man has manipulated us. You know, this version of society we exist in, it's become something that has to be dominated and controlled, and it's become a very darkened, industrialized type of an existence, as opposed to an enlightened, free experience, in my opinion. You're welcome. You're welcome. Man, I need something to drink so bad. Be well, Jay. Thank you. You are welcome, Black Cat. Thank you. So everyone, I need to go upstairs and make some tea with honey, because aside from just needing something to drink, I'm kind of losing my voice a little, and we can't have that. Today, it was a struggle for me to get the words out, guiding you in meditation today. It was. But I do appreciate your compassion and your patience, and I really just appreciate you being here with me, my friends. And again, if anybody wants to connect, communicate, if you have anything you want to ask, share, and you don't feel comfortable asking publicly, you are always more than welcome to private message me on any of these two main social media apps, and you can also find me on Facebook and YouTube. All of these videos every day, this will be immediately available on Instagram, and later today it will be on Facebook and YouTube. And as I said, you can find those links on the Linktree profile, on the Linktree link on my profile, and you can also download my first book, absolutely 100% free. I upload it to Google Drive, no email, no data collection. I promise you it will be one of the best things you read. And at this point, I can't talk anymore, so you did great. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. You lie so well. I'm only kidding. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye. So nice.